In order for a safety partnership to work, there has to be mutual benefit. On this week's episode, how to build successful safety partnerships with employees and why it's important.
PeopleWork, the human touch in workplace safety. Available everywhere on Amazon. To learn more, go to kevburns.com/peoplework.
The TV shows Shark Tank in the United States and Dragon's Den in Canada, the UK, and Australia feature a panel of investors looking for a great product or idea to get behind. Now, the entrepreneur makes a pitch to the investors, and if the pitch is successful, the venture gets backing. But if the pitch misses, or if the investors deem that there's too little benefit to them, they just won't invest. If there's no advantage for an investor, they won't invest. There has to be a benefit for both partners. And before you can invite employees to become partners in a work project like safety, the benefits of safety have to be clear. In the safety partnership, each partner has to get something out of the deal. So let's explore ways of building partnerships. Here are the first 3 steps into building safety partnerships with employees. Number 1, establish their win. Now here's where the biggest mistakes are made. Safety people assume that they know best what the win is for the employees. Then they tell the employee why safety is good for them. And for the employee, it sounds mostly like they're being talked down to. And employees hate being told what they want or what's good for them. Experienced investors don't need to be told why the investment makes sense for them, so they can figure it out. Take the time to engage your people first and ask them for their win. You may not get it right away. They may not come to it right away. It may take some time to explore why a person would suddenly change their mind on safety and begin to embrace it openly. But it's part of a process. People want to be in control of the ideas and projects that they get behind. So number 1, establish their win. Then number 2, make it tangible. Look, avoiding a loss is not tangible. For investors, you won't lose your money is not a win. This is the second place where safety people make a mistake. Selling the avoidance of a loss somehow is a win, but avoiding a loss is not a win. It's status quo. Not getting hurt is not a win, especially if they're not hurt now. It's just a continuation of what they've been doing. And they can not get hurt by tolerating safety rules and procedures without actually buying into them. Maybe the real win for some employees is that buying into safety would increase the level to which they're trusted, or perhaps an employee's chances of being promoted rise radically if they just buy into safety. I mean, after all, companies are unlikely to promote an employee to a supervisor position if they shortcut safety. But if people want to move up, safety needs to be one of their guiding principles. If they're going to lead others, but avoiding a loss is not a tangible idea or strategy to help build a partnership in safety. So number 2, make it tangible. And then number 3, become a trusted advisor. Now, on the TV shows we're talking about, Shark Tank and Dragon's Den, occasionally an entrepreneur wants to get on the phone to ask their advisor for input on a counteroffer from one of the investors. Now, we all have people in our lives that we look up to as people whose advice we would follow. You need to become that trusted advisor. You don't buy a car from the brochure. You don't buy a house from a website. You weigh your options and benefits. And if you don't have enough information, you ask advice from someone you trust. Those people who you admire and trust greatly, you listen to what they have to say. You'll likely invest in the same things as those you admire and trust and respect. Look, if they asked you to be an investor, you'd likely go along with it if you could see your win. If you want to be able to help others come to safety, you'll need to earn trust, make them feel valued, and place people above numbers. Number 3, become a trusted advisor. Make safety buy-in about what your employees, your partners, gain, not about what they may potentially lose if they don't invest. I mean, in order for partnership to work, there has to be mutual benefit. Viewing safety as a partnership comes from respect. Inspire your people and value them and trust them and involve them in safety. They're more likely then prepared to become partners. When your employees become partners in safety, They become people who buy into safety. And everyone wants to be treated as valuable and capable. When they're treated with respect, they'll take ownership of safety as a whole, not just the checklist part. When they take ownership, pride ensues. And when pride is involved, standards are raised.